Today I'm here with my dad. And this is the man who has probably the most integrity of any man that I've ever met, including lots of other people say the same thing. He was a Navy captain. He was a rescue pilot, which actually rescued people and saved their lives. He basically was an at-risk teacher. He won Teacher of the Year. And he's just a phenomenal guy as far as that goes. And I think it would be a disservice to me if I didn't give you some of the words, the wisdoms that I grew up with. Now, he's been married 47 years, monogamous relationship, okay, far from what I am in a lot of different ways. So he's got a lot of wisdom. And some of these ideas or some of these lessons are things that I grew up with that took me a really long time to learn, because when your dad's talking to you, it's kind of a little different. So what I want to do is I want to introduce you to him, and he's going to give a couple concepts and that I think are going to be useful for you. So I wanted to kind of break off from what I normally do, just because, like I said, I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't introduce my father, someone who's taught me a lot and basically helps people out. Like, listen, when you're an at-risk kid and you're a teacher, and you're a teacher and you have to put up with a lot of the kids that don't have families or homes or come from broken things or gangbangers and stuff like this, okay, it takes a lot of patience. And this is probably the best teacher I know, so I want to introduce you to him, and we're going to see if he can get on the spot and be ad-libbing and give him the wisdom that I didn't want to listen to at the time. But now that I'm older, I'm wiser, and this is the way it is. So, Vern Von Sydow, my father, and hopefully he can give you some words of wisdom.
All right, thank you. I'm old, and with old comes wisdom, especially if you learn from your good experiences and you learn from your bad experiences, and I hope you do that. Every time you have a bad experience, you should take something away from it, something that you've learned. Every time you had a good experience, it just reinforces that what you're doing is keeping you on the right path. Are you aware that you're responsible for your success? Yes, you are. Yeah. You got to keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Your quality of your life depends on you getting an education or a skill. Who makes the most money? Someone with an education or a skill? Well, I have a lot of education. I have a bachelor's degree. I have 2 master's degrees. I'm retired Navy. I'm a retired teacher. I have Social Security, make a lot of money. My sister's husband, not one day of college, and he makes 4 times what my wife and I make combined, 4 times. And he's a mechanic, but he grew up around cars since he's a little kid. He loves working on cars. He enjoys his work, and I think that's the key. Find some work that you enjoy. And if you do that, you'll find out work is never work. It's fun. And that's easy to say, but you got to stop and look and say, what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses? And then write down your strengths and write down what makes you happy, and then move in that direction. And what makes you sad, look at that list too, and try to cross off those items that are affecting you in a negative way. Can you do it? You bet. Good habits bring success. Bad habits bring disappointment. Make it a goal. Once a month, you sit down, write down your bad habits, focus on one of those bad habits, and say, I'm going to stop it, I'm going to prevent it, I'm going to cross it off my list, and I'm going to become a better person as I do that. A lot of people ask me, how long have you been married? And, 47 years. A lot of my friends, 45 to 50, we all graduated from college at the same time, got married about the same time. Very, very happy marriages, and they ask me, what's the key for success? And I asked all my friends and buddies, what's the key for success to a marriage? And here's what we found out, what we have in common. Your partner makes you smile, and your partner makes you laugh. What a lifelong gift that is when you have a partner that makes you smile and laugh. The opposite side of that coin is, what should you avoid? If you have a partner that's abusive to you, strikes you, hits you, harms you in any way, get away from that dirtbag as fast as you can. As fast as you can, get away. But be honest. Make sure you evaluate your partner and put them in the category they belong to be in, okay? I hope this is helpful to you.
Wait a second, I got one that I want to just ask about because I heard this one over and over when I was a kid. And this is, one aw shit equals 10 do-goods, okay? I heard this one over and over and over, okay? Trust me.
I'm not sure I said that. I guess I did, if my son mentions that. But, when you do some good chores, it only takes one bad event to, how would you say, to hurt your reputation, to hurt your name, to hurt your family, to hurt your loved ones. So when you do an ah shit, it's painful, it's hurtful, it's also derogatory and demeaning. So take a look at some of your bad habits again and see which one you're going to focus on and try to eliminate that bad habit. The bad habit that hurts others probably is your best habit to start to focus on. I remember when I started teaching at a high school for at-risk kids. I wasn't quite sure what the high school was like. I thought the kids were jail or parole, whatever it might be. And I went in and I introduced myself to the class. And when I went in and introduced myself to the class afterwards, I said, open your books, start work, and I'll be around to help you. This young lady didn't open her books. And I said, open your books, start working, I'll be around to talk to you in a few minutes. And she got up and she said, you're an effing a-hole. You're not my teacher, you effing a-hole. And I looked at my watch, 7:35 in the morning, and I thought, what did I get into here? Well, 5 years that lady came back and she apologized to me. And the reason is, when I replaced the teacher, it was a very popular teacher who had died prematurely. And this was the only positive male role model this young lady had in her life. And when he died, she became angry. And she took it out on me and she came back to apologize. The teacher's name was Gary Chabner. And I asked my daughter about 10 years ago, who was the best teacher you ever had? And she said, it's Gary Chabner. And I said, well, he came over to Palomar High School and taught there. Very, very popular, small world. Another lesson I had in teaching I think is very, very important. When I first started as a student teacher, I had a class called 5 Classes from Hell. They had chased 5 substitute teachers away, and they said, do you want the job? And I said, yeah, I do want the job. So I came to class, and when I turned my back, something would wing over my head, or paper balls would fly around, or they'd make noises on their desk, rubbing their hands on the metal. And I thought, what did I get into here? I think I got into the wrong career teaching. And one of the students was acting a little bit above and beyond the bad stage. And I took him outside and I chewed him out. And he started crying on me. And I was so upset that I had caused this student to cry using my best Navy technique, I guess. A little too hard on the young man. So the next day, I got him up in front of the class and I apologized to him in front of the class. Students in the class, they heard me, and they knew that what I was doing was painful for me to get up there and admit that I was wrong. But once I did that, the class became very close, like this, and I never had any problems with them ever after that. And the reason is, they understood that I care about them. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for people that care about them, and they will be your friend forever. And it was a great experience, a great learning experience for me. I didn't realize that sense of caring is so important in your life. And if you can show people that you care, you're going to have friends forever. Okay, thank you.
I want to give you guys a different perspective, so you can't go wrong with this guy. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get him to start doing a YouTube channel called Wisdom from an Old Fart. And if you steal that, that's bad karma on your choice, okay? So, hopefully you want to hear more wisdom. He's got lots of wisdom. And this week, just a short little thing, but a whole different angle. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked it, hit the like button, please subscribe below, and we'll talk to you soon. Hypnotica out.
Hypnotica.